Good day, everyone. Today, I will be presenting about addressing social inequality under the subject of UCSP, or Understanding Culture, Society, and Politics. This topic focuses on different forms of inequality that exist in society and mga ways na we can address or lessen them. In short, pag-uusapan natin kung bakit may hindi pagkakapantay-pantay sa lipunan, and ano yung pwede nating gawin to promote fairness and equality. Learning objectives. After going through this module, you are expected to identify the types of social inequality, suggest ways to address or reduce these inequalities. So by the end of this, dapat alam na natin kung ano-ano yung forms ng inequality and how we as citizens or students can solve them, can help solve them. Okay, so when we say social inequality, so what is social inequality? So social inequality happens when individual or groups receive less of what is considered valuable in society. It's connected to three main concepts, which is wealth, meaning material possession like pera or lupa, properties, something like that. So the next one is we have the power or the authority or ability to influence others. And for the last one, we have this prestige, the respect or recognition a person receives because of achievements or social status. In simple terms, inequality happens when some people have more and others have much less. Okay. Okay, so let's talk about the types of social inequality. So according to Roundtree Foundation, each type shows how people experience unfair treatment or imbalance in society. So first is the inequality of outcome. So this one is about the difference in what people have, like their income or how much money or property they own. For example, may mga tao na super yaman, may business, may pera, may car, may bahay. Pero may iba naman na kahit pang araw-araw, hirap sila makahanap. So basically, hindi pantay yung result ng effort or opportunity ng bawat tao. So for the next one, we have the treatment inequality. So this happen when some people are treated better just because of their social oh no, because of their status or background. So let's say sa hospital, may mga rich patient na mabilis yung service kasi nga may pera sila. Well, yung iba naman is kailangan pa nila pumila ng pagkakahaba-haba. Same service dapat, pero iba yung treatment. And that's what makes it unfair. So third, we have the opportunity inequality. So this one talks about access, like education or jobs. For example, children from rich families can afford good schools, while poor kids sometimes need to stop studying para lang makatulong sa family nila. Like, magtatrabaho sila instead of studying. So, even if they're both smart, their chances in life are not the same. In short, hindi pantay ang starting point ng bawat tao. So, next one, we have the political inequality. Ito naman yung pagka hindi lahat nabibigyan ng equal chance to participate in politics or in government decisions. For example, sa ibang lugar, parang same families ang lagi ang nananalo sa election. Like, okay, ano tayo example. Parang sila lang yung may power, while the ordinary citizen barely get a voice. So that is what we call political inequality, when power stays with only a few people. Okay, the last is membership inequality. So this happens when some group and societies are treated less important. Like for example, the people with disability or the indigenous people are sometimes ignored or not given equal respects. Pero tandaan natin, lahat ng tao mahalaga. Everyone deserves respect and equal treatment. Okay, so let's move on sa causes and effect of inequality. So let's talk about what causes inequality and what happened because of it. So one big cause is discrimination. So some people are treated unfairly just because of their gender, race, or social class. For example, women being paid less than men for the same job. That's discrimination. Next is unequal access to education and healthcare. So poor families can't always afford good school or hospital. So they fall behind while rich families continues to move forward. Another cause is corruption and unfair system. So when leaders favor only certain people or group, there's other na don't get the same chances. And then there's the poverty cycle. People born poor usually stay poor kasi nga wala silang sources to move up. Parang paikot lang. They try hard but the system keeps them down. So now let's go to the effect. First, it leads to poverty and unemployment. So a lot of families can meet their basic needs because of unfair system. Second, it creates social division. So nagkakaroon ng gap between the rich and the poor. Parang may wall na naghihiwalay sa kanila. And third, it causes political unrest, meaning people get angry, they protest, and sometimes they even rebel when they feel ignored. So inequality doesn't affect individual. It affects peace, unity, and progress ng ating country. So we have strategies to reduce inequality. So how can we actually reduce inequality? According to Bonilla 2016. So there are different strategies that can help make our society fairer. The first one is the proper fiscal policies. This means the government should help poor people to start small businesses. For example, by giving financial support or small loans, parang tulong para makapagsimula sila kahit maliit lang. So the second one is better targeting of social programs. A good example is ano tawag dun? The 4 Ps program. So it gives financial help to the poorest families para may budget sila for food, health, and sa school for education. That program really helps reduce poverty. And third one, we have the participatory decision making. Ito yung dapat nakikinig din ang gobyerno sa mga boses ng ordinary citizen. Like farmers, workers, and mga kabataan, the youth. Everyone should have a say in decision na makakaapekto rin sa kanila. Next one is revising unfair laws. So some laws favor only the rich or certain groups. So the government needs to update them para lahat ay protected, especially the poor and the workers. So another one is promotive action. This means we should support campaigns and advocacies that empower discriminated groups like women rights or support of indigenous people. Media and education can really help them. So next one is addressing regional inequality. Ito naman yung pag-improve ng services in far provinces like building roads, schools, and hospital para hindi lang sa cities nakafocus yung development. And lastly, program monitoring and evaluation. So dapat chine-check ng gobyerno kung effective ba talaga ang mga programa nila. Kung hindi, kailangan baguhin or improve. Kasi sayang naman kung gumagastos sila pero walang tunay na tulong sa mga tao. So overall, reducing inequality is everyone's job, not just the government's. If we all do our parts, we can have a society that's fair and more equal to everyone. Okay, so the role of government and citizens. So government, they're the one na nagkikreate ng fair policies and program. Yung citizens, sila yung nagpa-participate in initiatives that can promote equality. And yung society naman is they're the one that can ensure exclusive growth and opportunities for. Okay, so that's the end of the presentation and thank you for listening. Thank you po.